Welcome to another episode of Hard Revelation Confessions. Today's topic is going to be about as a man grow old, he should gain great wisdom and pass the torch and ascend to heaven. In this life, whether if you are a male or female, we only have one life and we must live life to the fullest. Whether if our lives are good and bad, we must still live our life. We can't give up on ourselves. Some of us deal with depression. Some of us deal with stress. Even though we have a lot of friends around us, we still feel alone. We still don't open up to our friends because we feel embarrassed. We feel that we are going to get judged. We feel that brimstone is going to be thrown at us. But you got to understand this too. Some of the people around us, they're not our friends. You know, some of them is just there for a season. And you have to be careful on the things that you tell people because you can't tell people everything because sometimes those people that you think that they're your friend, that they care about you, right? They can also be your hidden enemy. Because have you ever like fell out with somebody and in the past before you fell out with them, you told them all your secrets. So now they're angry at you, they're mad at you, so they trying to expose you. But even if they try to expose you, don't be ashamed because if you confess, you should be free of your downfalls. So after you confess all your downfalls, all your frustrations, no man can hurt you because everyone know what you are about. And you have some of these people out here that they live a secret life. It's just like some of these people are doing bad activities. And the reason why some of these people are doing bad activities like selling drugs, like prostitution, different kinds of things that they don't want people to know about. But in their eyes, right, it's nothing wrong with it because people need to survive. And sometimes people they can't work in society because some of us have criminal records, criminal backgrounds. So we need to work because if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? But it's sort of hypocritical, to judge a person in that situation because most of us, you know, have to do what we have to do to survive. Like every day, whether we working a regular 9 to 5 or whether we ain't working, right? We still have to dedicate our time and our energy on surviving. And also sometimes on our jobs we just making minimum wage. And the money that we make is not enough. So we have to hustle, we have to grind so we can, stay up, on top, stay up on top on our living situations. Each of us want to live a good life. We don't want to struggle. Nobody out here want to struggle. Nobody. And also, believe it or not, right? If you have kids, or if you don't have kids, right? Like myself, you still have to believe the children is our future. And the reason I say that is because we won't be on this earth for a long time. Everybody has to die. Everybody grow old. So if you have kids, feed them wisdom, guide them on the right path. Don't judge them. Don't chastise them, because if you judge them, no matter what they're going through, they're gonna just go in the streets and they're gonna talk to a person that don't have good intentions for them. You know, these people will encourage them to do bad, and after they do bad, these people will lead them astray. But even though our kids mess up, right, we still love them. We still have an opening mind and an opening heart to receive them. You know what I'm saying? To do what we have to do to get them on the right path. And it don't matter how old your kid is, you know, you still their parent. And just like I know some people have the word of God, but they don't witness to their kids. They don't guide their kids on the right path. So how can you say that you read the Bible, you love your children, but you see your children in the street going through pure hell, getting in trouble, fighting, going to jail, not conducting themselves as a citizen? So we must share that enlightenment of God, with our kids, no matter how old they are. Just like me, I'm an old man, what I'm saying? Even though I don't stay with my parents no more, I appreciate my mom always calling me, always checking up on me and stuff. And sometimes, I talk to her about my problems and stuff. And my mom, she give me wisdom, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about your parents love all of you all. When they tell you something, walk in obedience. Obey your parents. Because by you walking in obedience, it can save your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in my last videos, when you are born in this world, you come out the womb of your mother. And your mother is like the second head in your life other than God. And your mother is just born with natural intuition. Your mother, she knows stuff. God show your mom stuff. And just like I brought an example, it's just like, have you ever heard of your mother say, "Hey, I dream of fish," right? And somebody among you, whether if they are a family member, whether if they are your girlfriend, they are secretly pregnant until they expose to you that they are pregnant. In this world, we're fighting, all kinds of things, good and bad. But in order to come out of darkness, in order to come out of ignorance, we must follow our heart. We must follow our God-given intuition within inside us. Just for example, right? Have you tried to cross the street, right? And you see cars driving real fast, right? If the light is green, you're not going to cross, right? Because if you cross, you will know in your spirit that you will get ran over. But when you see a red light, right, your spirit feel at ease, it feel calm. Now you can cross. Now you can go wherever you want to go. So in this life, it's important that we learn. You know, it's important that we don't stay ignorant because in the next life, right, our kids is gonna need us. You know, whether we here or not, because I don't know if you all know about ancestors and ancestors worship, right? When you worship your ancestors, they will guide you. They will teach you all the life lessons that they have learned while they are on the earth. So if you follow these teachings, you will survive the trials and tribulations. Thank you for watching another episode of Hard Revelation Confessions. Please join me next time for another episode.